I know you were involved in Dr. David Kellermann yesterday, and I think I mentioned earlier, not many of us knew that that was going to happen. Often with a lot of these presentations, you know, there's months and months and months of preparation. Tell us the story on how he got to stage.
So the story of that, we do lots and lots of preparation for these keynotes and presentations and demos. So about I would say 2 or 3 months ago, we started to work on Satya's keynote and work on the demos. And every week or so, I would have a meeting with Satya and say, hey, here are the demos we're going to do. And there's a few things that happened. One is he said to me, he's like, hey, we need a better AI demo. He's like, go and find me a killer AI demo. And so I spoke to my friend Alex Kipman, and we ended up with what you saw as the Julia White demo yesterday. And then with about 2 weeks to go, so I was in San Francisco. We have what's called a mixed reality capture studio. It's basically a 360-degree green room with 160 cameras that Julia stood in, and we captured Julia in 360. So I was doing that, and at the same time, I was on a phone call where the senior leadership team a couple of weeks ago were going through all of we were basically doing sort of a readout of what in the event was going to be like. So I'm listening to this on the phone, watching Julia, and Satya's saying, I'm going to do this demo, and I'm going to talk about this, and then I'm going to do this demo. And we had this whole demo set up. The final demo is going to be a big demo of teams in healthcare, and then the demo that you saw from Rana that she did remotely. Yep. So we had this whole 3 or 4 minute, really cool Teams and Office demo. And so Satya's reading through this, and then he said, anyway, that demo that we're going to do at the end, he's like, I'm killing that, and we're going to do a different demo. And I'm like, holy shit, like this is no good. 2 weeks to go.
How many weeks ago was this?
This was 2 weeks ago. And so I'm on a phone call listening to him, and he said, yeah, we're going to do a demo of the thing I saw this morning. So I'm like, what was the thing he saw this morning? So the call finishes, I phone around to a bunch of people, I'm like, what did he see this morning? Like, what was it that was so compelling that he's gonna kill this entire other demo that we built and replace it with something? So then I got sent a link to a video of Dr. Kellermann, and I was not very enthusiastic about this at all. So I'm like, God, this is just gonna be 2 weeks of my life of stress that I don't need. So I go watch the video with a guy on my team, James, who builds all the demos, and both of us were like, there's no way, whatever they're gonna send us in this video, there's no way it's gonna be as good as what we already have. And so we sit down and we watch David's video, and we're like, yeah, that's really good. It's really, really good. So we're like, okay, where is this guy? So I'm thinking, he's in Sydney. We're gonna have to, because we do lots of rehearsals and technical preparation. So I said, I'm going to have to find out who this guy is, where he is. We're going to have to fly him back from Sydney to Redmond and hang out with us in Seattle for a week. So I tracked this guy down, David, on email, and eventually get on the phone with him. I'm like, hey, I'd love you to come and do that demo in Satya's keynote in Vegas. And I kept addressing him as Dr. Kellermann, and he gets on the phone. He's like, g'day, mate. My name's Dave. It's my best Australian accent impression.
It's not very good.
It's not very good, clearly.